Hey folks, it's COVID day. Just absolutely crazy shit going on in this country and in this world. I wanted to share some of my thoughts. So, Norwich University is requiring my son to get another shot to go back on campus. And the original shot that he got, I guess the Johnson & Johnson, doesn't exist anymore. So he got a new shot, and he got his new shot yesterday. 104-degree fever, chills, horrific, vomiting, all night. Thank you, Norwich University. Thank you, United States Marine Corps. Thank you, United States Navy. Thank you, Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin, who declared war on COVID. Guy has 0 wins in declaring war on anything. Secretary of Defense got COVID. The United States Marine Corps, United States Navy, the Secretary of Defense, Department of Defense, the Pentagon, has allowed zero religious exemptions for the vaccine. They're throwing everybody out. Now, thank God, I heard last night that a federal court judge, I think out on the West Coast, some Navy SEALs sued, put an injunction in. And I'm paraphrasing, but the guy nailed it. He's like, the fact that the Navy and the Marine Corps have allowed exactly zero, not 1, not 3, not 10, 0 religious exemptions means it's all theater. Did you hear that? A United States federal judge. Theater. I was up in my son's room this morning, curled in the fetal position. My fucking 21-year-old son, who's built like a brick shithouse, better shape than I was ever in my entire life, plays hockey, wants to go in the Marine Corps, curled up in the fetal position. Fever, chills. This is a fucking disgrace. The healthiest people in this country, United States Navy SEALs, guys like my son, are being forced to put this shit in their body. The least at-risk people. I have a question for my fellow Americans. If the government can force you to put something in your body against your will, what can't they do? I want you to reflect on that. This is it, man. This is it. We all came from England, right? Great Britain. We got here and said, all right, man, good luck. I'll see you in the funny papers. Went, got land, raised families, kids, whoa. Some Indians out here. Maybe we should form a government, or maybe we should all kind of have a little bit. Well, we just came from a shithole monarchy, man. We don't want a king. We're keeping our powers. We're going to give the government just a little bit to do these things, like raise a navy and an army and, do a couple random things. That's it. We want limited government. Folks, we have done a fucking 180-degree flip, like me doing 5-MeO, DMT. I did this country is flipped. We have gone from, we have all these rights, to the government has these and gives us these, right? I'm down here in Boca Raton, God's waiting room, just south of me, fucking AOC. Her district getting hammered in New York by Omicron and lockdowns and face diapers, and you can't go to eat in a restaurant in her district. And all, she's down in fucking Miami dancing and making out with her cuck boyfriend. Isn't it great? All these liberals and Democrats, they lock down their states and their cities, and then they come down here to Florida, where we enjoy freedom and love and liberty and everything like that. You're being played. You get the vaccine, you can take off your face diaper. Lie. You get the vaccine, you won't get sick. Lie. You get the vaccine, you can't transmit it. Lie. All of these are lies. Coming from the President of the United States to Fauci to all these people, they're lying. Every one of they're lie after repeated lie. What happens to people who lie? Nothing. What happens to critical thinkers, independent doctors who kind of question things? Gone. Thrown off Twitter, blocked on YouTube. You awake? When science can't be questioned, it becomes religion. All these branch Covidians are destroying this country. Just hung up the phone with my mother. Stage 4 fucking cancer. She got COVID. She got COVID from a family member. Vaccinated, boosted, quadruple, whatever. Remember me catching shit? Flew up to do a week of my mom's treatment in New York City and caught a lot of shit from some family members. You're going to kill mom. You're unclean. You're unvaccinated. My mom, who loves me, is like, Matthew, don't listen to them. I want to see you. I haven't seen my mom. My Christ almighty. I went up and saw my mom. Hung out with her for a week. The fuck are we doing, folks? What are we doing? What are we doing? The United States of America? Come on, man. You can delete that word. It's the divided states of America. I'm so proud of my son, Matthew. I'm so proud of my son, Jack. I'm proud of Keely. But Matthew and Jack wanting to serve this country, I would not raise my right hand today to defend this country. Number one threat to our national security, COVID. Okay. Also the number one threat to our national security, domestic extremism. That's a weird fucking way to spell China and Russia. These two countries, if you're Putin or Xi, you got to be sitting there looking at what's going on in America going like, are we doing, come on. If I was one of their intelligence guys, I'd be like, yeah, no, we're doing this. I'm doing all this stuff. And I'd get a medal or something like that and be the hero of the Soviet Union. They have got to be watching us going, oh my fucking God. King LeBron, you got Nike, you got Ray Dalio from Bridgewater, largest hedge fund in the world, Jamie Dimon from JP Morgan, all these companies groveling to the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, who fucking released this thing on the world. Joe Biden has spoken to Xi Jinping 4 times this year, and not once did the word COVID come up. President Buckley, every time I met with him, I would have been like, I initially gave you this invoice for $1 trillion in damages. Now it's up to 5. Not a word from our coward in chief. He doesn't even know what the fuck he's doing anyway. It's elder abuse at this point, Joe Biden. But I thank God for my Top Gun Options members and the things we're doing. I got buddies who are like, dude, I'll FedEx you some ivermectin and a Z-Pack. And I'm like, this was this morning when I told him about Matthew. And now I'm like, maybe I'll divert it to my mom. Although my one sister might intercept it because ivermectin and that type of shit, it's horse dewormer, right? Won a Nobel Prize or whatever for medicine. Was it treating malaria or something like that? So yeah, horse dewormer. I'm just I'm at a loss, man. I know 2022 is going to be the best year of my life. I fucking feel it. I feel a shift. This has got to end. This has got to end. I feel like it's in the last throes, man. Even Democrats and liberals are starting to come around and going, a lot of this shit's stupid. It makes no sense. Absolutely. You saw it last week. Joe Biden gave up. He ran. Donald Trump doesn't have a plan to defeat COVID. I do. He ran on COVID. I have a plan to defeat. Can I fucking see it? Well, actually, we saw the culmination of this plan last week when he sat down and said, there's no federal solution to COVID. Oh, fucking duh. The dude got elected and he's failed. And as I'm speaking to you right now, what is it, January 4th? There are still Americans left behind in Afghanistan. How about that? I'm sitting here by the golf course, beautiful day, going to go work out, have a nice lunch. There are fucking Americans left behind in Afghanistan by Joe Biden, Secretary of Defense Austin, and General Milley, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Not one person has been held accountable for the biggest strategic and military failure in our nation's history, in my opinion. But fucking COVID. And the reason it will continue at least is to the midterms. The Democrats need you huddled up in your home so they can mail out ballots, so you can vote from mail. So you can, in California, you could print out your own ballot. What is this, fucking Chicago? What? Yeah, it's coming, folks. So the COVID porn, the fear, and everything like that will continue because the Democrats have to win elections. I've had it. I do not want my children to serve this country because it's just not something worth defending anymore. I told Matthew, I'm like, hey, man, state of Florida. You love Florida, you love your friends, the weather, everything's... Join the Florida Air Guard, man. Go fly Vipers or F-35s out of Jacks or something like that. You wanna risk your life for the people in fucking Seattle or Portland who hate the police, who hate everybody who doesn't agree with them, who censor people, brown shirts, dox them. Huh? I put up my right hand to serve this country. Ronald Reagan, the shining house on the hill. We were a good country, man. Most empires last, 200, 250 years? We are right fucking there. The final downfall of most empires is what? A fucking failed military. And it's not the people in the military's fault. It's the fucking leadership. Eisenhower was right. The defense industrial complex, he said, the dude, only general who I really know recently, who has won a fucking war, said, hey man, be careful. All these companies making Jeeps and airplanes and all sorts of shit, they ain't going to stop at the end of the war, man. It's going to turn into a big behemoth. He was right. There's a revolving door between the Pentagon and the defense industry. 4-star admiral or general, now I'm working at Lockheed. How's the war going in Afghanistan? Fucking great. We're winning. We just kind of need billions and billions of more of these toys. Okay, we trust you, general and admiral. What a disgrace. What an absolute disgrace. And instead of picking up your binoculars and looking to the true threats and enemies, Russia, China, North Korea, Iran, we take those binoculars and let's look at somebody's social media. Oh, and you don't have a shot? Get out. I've had it. So this year, I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for my family, my Top Gun Options, Top Gun Fighter Foundation, No Fallen Heroes. Man, we have got to unfornicate ourselves, or I really do fear there's no return. I pray for my mom. I hope my son gets better today. I'm going to pick him up something to eat. Fuck, man. As a parent, seeing a kid lying in bed, you're like, give me it. I'll take it. Fucking helpless. And then my mom, God almighty, stage 4 cancer. Now she's got COVID from somebody who's vaccinated. Anyway, just thought I'd share my thoughts, man. Let's unfornicate this stuff, folks, or we're in a lot of trouble. I gotta pray. I want to be wrong. Everything's fucking great. Everything gets back to order and good, and hate's gone and love's gone. I pray, and that's going to be my mission this year. I'm going to turn this shit around. We're going to succeed, or I'm going to die trying, man. We're going to save lives. We're going to change lives, and we're going to lead this shift. Something's got to give. This has got to stop. And on a high note, it will stop. I love you. I love God. I love everybody. I love everything. Let's get our mind right. Have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, especially for the February shit show that's coming. God bless and namaste. The divine in me recognizes the divine in you.